What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Measy Mill, and I'm here today to put my thoughts into a video because this is what I do all the time. I come out here and I think, but I record a video and never post it. You feel me? I don't record a video intentionally of making a YouTube video, but I record a video because I think so much about situations and I begin to come to conclusions about my thoughts, but yet I never post my thoughts or the way that I got to that conclusion. All right. So right now I was just thinking about how the way that society is. The society, right? Society is nothing more or nothing less of a way of living. And I don't use Google Dictionary, so whenever I define words, it's the definition that I give it, okay? Definition is nothing more, or to me, a definition is just a way to define something. So whenever you define civilization, in a civilization, what people do is they do things. And so each group of people have a certain task that they feel in order to help the entire civilization become one of a working part, right? Just like in business, everything is a machine. You only need one person to fill this one spot, but once that one spot is gone, you have to replace somebody with it. And that's why your value in your marketplace really determines what you're being able to replace. So if you're somebody who works at a 9 to 5 job and you're easily replaceable, that's why your value is not $15, bro. Y'all keep asking for minimum wage to be more than $15, but what you don't realize is that if they pay you $15 an hour to make um $1 cheeseburgers, then how does that business profit when you're just begging for $15? When what you should do is go get a skill that would help you raise your level of importance to the society. Then you will be able to increase your how much you're worth in the value marketplace, not based on making a damn order at McDonald's work through. You feel me? I've been there. It's not worth $15 whatsoever. So with that being said, civilization uses these components to form a group or to basically be able to work together, right? God damn, this sun is baking my skin. But um a civilization is on this planet, right? This whole world is a civilization. But we have to also realize that there are civilizations outside of our civilization. So there are universal civilizations. There are civilizations that are in control of this whole galaxy. So there's power that goes around this whole entire galaxy, right? And there's power that goes around this whole entire world. But type 1 civilization is what we live in, right? The United States is a type 1. Well, the world, not world, but whatever you want to call it, Earth. Earth is a type 0 civilization. That's not even a civilization. So whenever you want to talk about is Earth the only ways of the only form of life, that would be incorrect because there is definitely life on other civilizations. We are so dumbfounded to believe that we can see things, but what you have to realize is that everything is made out of waves. I mean, not waves, but everything is made out of frequency, vibration, and energy. And in our third dimensional bodies, we can't even see those things. So once you fathom that, you have to also realize, bro, if we can't even see 90% of the things that's here on Earth, why would we be able to see all the extra things that are on other planets? What would create our body to withstand those terms of society when we can't even see all the shit that's here for us to be able to experience? All right. So, yeah, civilizations, you have those things. But in our society, we are run by I don't wouldn't bring race into this, but you know what I'm saying. You feel me? I got some white poles that live right beside me. So, and they out there, you feel me, cutting their grass. Not cutting their grass, but she out here motherfucking flowering her plants and planting her flowers or some shit. But anyways, bro, in our society, we have things like the news, which are being produced by people of our society. Everything at some point in time is by another person. Now, my whole life, I failed to realize this, that everything is pretty much about people on this earth. So, just like that, you're a person just like them. But what you have to realize is that your intentions that you have in this world are pretty much basic, right? You just want to get some money, you want to get some bitches, you want to motherfucking do some cool shit on this earth, right? But what you have to realize is that their agenda is totally different than what us as normal human beings are doing, right? So their agenda is to pretty much continue to separate the two races, which would be white people and colored people, continue to separate those and have an indistinguishable amount of space so that the people up here can stay here and the people down here can stay here. But what I realized is that this is nothing more than a mindset, right? So if you're up here, this is what your mindset is telling you you are at. If you're down here, this is what your mindset is telling you that you are at. So whenever you begin to realize that the concept of up here and down here is nothing more than a fictional way of expressing the what you have in this world, right? It doesn't do anything else but express what you have in this world. Whenever you say you're broke, that means that you don't have many things on this earth. Whenever you say that you are rich, that means you have a lot of money. You have a lot of one thing, right? But true wealth is found within, right? Whenever you begin to love yourself, whenever you begin to find abundance in yourself, whenever you find those insecurities and you break through those insecurities, right? That's whenever you become up here. But in the third dimensional aspect of everything, third dimension is just pretty much what do you have? What can you tangibly hold when those things carry no value to what actual spirituality is? Or not even spirituality, but life in general. We're all here to we're all here on this earth to grow spiritually, right? Because we are all spirits and soul before we come to this earth. Those are the first things that we have. So we come down here, we have a spirit and a soul, and our soul is here to grow and develop and become, I don't want to say a better soul, but you just want to grow and develop for your soul, right? So once we get down here, we see all these things like, oh fuck, that's a nice car, that's a nice house, I want to go have those things. Now I was lucky before I got any of those riches, right? Before I got rich, I found that, you feel me? I was awakened, or I came to the conclusion that most of this third dimensional shit don't mean nothing. So I never really attached myself with as far as emotions to things like cars and houses and shit, because when I was a kid, my motherfucking house, a tree fell on it. I was in the news. Right before I graduated, my fucking car caught on fire. Just got it 2 weeks old, bro. My car had caught on fire and I lost my car. You feel me? So I was about to graduate and I couldn't even graduate. I didn't even have a damn dollar in my pocket after that happened. But I wasn't one of those niggas who was gonna go motherfucking hide themselves in a lockbox and motherfucking, you feel me? Like, no negative shit as far as emotion, no negative thing as far as emotional wise came out of me to put myself down. My frequency vibration was never lowered, and that was before I even understood what those terms meant. But now I just use those terms to connect with you guys so you can understand what I'm saying. But yeah, all that shit happened, but I was never connected. But yeah, back to our civilization. Yeah, we have things like the news, which are created by. In our society, we have news that are created for the people by the people. But who are the people? Who are for the people, and who is by the people, right? So by the people are basically motherfucking elites and people of those calibers, right? And then we have the by the for the people, right? It's not really for colored people. Now, what you may say is, okay, why is it not for certain amounts of people? Because what it does is the media instills fear into those individuals. So whenever you go into the news and you see black on black, or you see a cop being killed by a black person, or like what else is on the news, bro? Whenever I go on the news, bro, it's really like that. I just thought about it. It's really like that. I always see somebody getting motherfucking shot. I see somebody shooting somebody, like a black person shooting somebody. I see a black person get shot by a cop, or I see um some black on black crimes, or some, you feel me, some negligent shit. Now, you don't ever see nothing about no white person going to shoot up a whole school. Whenever, black people have never gone to shoot up a school, right? And that's kind of ironic how those things are like that, right? Whenever you see white people shooting up schools on movies, 13 Reasons Why, what I came to a conclusion of just now is that on Netflix is for the truth, like the white people truth. They put that shit in the movies to make themselves seem good, but they really base that shit on true stories. And then we have the news, which is real as well. They're two different reels, but one's put into the brighter light as we're gonna go make these fucking movies about this shit. But we put it on social media, which they both are paid channels of information, but one is prominently on what white people do, one is on what black people do, one is to one is to instill fear, one is to entertain. Now, the white people did a great job of this. You gotta give the props where the props is due, you feel me? Why is there so much noise? But anyways, you gotta give props where props is due. Because if I was that person, I would do the same thing. Because it makes yourself seem all beautiful and shit, and it makes the other person seem like a fucking scum, you feel me? Now, the reason I say that this is a good thing is because you have to realize what their agenda is. Their agenda is to stay on top as far as race. Now, white people ask all the time, why do black people make everything about race? Now, the reason everything is made about race is because these motherfucking white people made it about race when we got here. They drug our ass and said, hey, since you a motherfucking black person, you gonna be working for me for free. Now, which motherfucker? I ain't working for no damn body for free. I don't even work for myself for free. Actually, I've been working months for myself for free. But what I realize is that the reason I'm working for myself is to improve myself skillfully, spiritually, knowledgeably, and then those things will manifest in the future. Now, they didn't have the same intentions as I did. They had the intention of keeping somebody under them. Now, that is a good thing to them, but to us as humans, we realize that's some shitty shit. Now, they do have the news and all this, and they keep black people in this certain mindset, right? Now, black people, it's my family, we go and watch this shit. Well, they go and watch this shit. My family are fucking bots, but my family goes and watch these TV shows and shit, which I mean by TV show, I mean the fucking news. Every time I come downstairs, that's the only thing on the TV is the news. And I see somebody getting shot, killed, some negative low vibrational shit every time I come downstairs. Not only does the news instill fear into you, but I know certain people who work at home. They work at home, right? And they don't go outside, but the news is always in their head. They know what's going outside. They know what's going on outside before they know what's going on outside, right? So like I said, they're pre-programmed to understand what's going on outside, even though what's going on outside is not what's really going on outside. If you really outside, you see what's going on outside. But anyways, I'm not even gonna speak on that. Y'all have to understand me when I talk like that. But anyways, so whenever I leave, normally black people, when we conversate and we tell each other I'll see you again, we don't ever say nothing on I'll see you again. We always say be safe and hopefully I'll see you again. You feel me? I wish the day would come when I'm able to tell my friends and family, all right, I'll see you tomorrow, bro. What? I'll see you tomorrow? Oh, for real? Think about it like this. Whenever I go and chill with my friends, whenever they tell me, all right, I'll see you next weekend, this is the first thing I think. All right, I'm in my car by myself. I have to drive about 30 minutes or wherever I am, you feel me? I have to drive home, right? So in that time, split second could happen. I get pulled over by the cops and my life is gone. That could possibly happen just because of the color of my skin, bro. Are you trying to tell me that's something that should really be going on in our society? And we gotta change this, bro. Just think about it. That cop, no matter where he grew up from, if he's white or black, he's a police officer. He should not be able to look at somebody and profile, even though they do that in the FBI. They profile people based on what you look like and those actions of other people who look similar and possess actions and qualities similar to that person, not even being that person. But let's not talk about profiling. But that's how they pretty much decide on who they're gonna target and what places they're in. Like the people, whenever they go in a place, our civilization has police officers who put drugs in that family. I mean, in that neighborhood, put guns in that neighborhood. But we always want to say something. Black people always want to do crimes, but we're put in a ghetto, and the term of a ghetto is a group or a certain amount of people that are placed into one certain spot, and they have to fight for limited resources in order to survive. So if you put a group of anything in a certain group, they're gonna have to fight to survive. So we got a lot that I'm trying to change. You feel me? And we, as in we are all we. You feel me? We are you, I, and I don't like to use those terms, but that's just what I have to use to connect with y'all. But anyways, like I said, in our civilization, we got a lot that we need to change. And I have a lot that I want to bring up, and I'm tired of this. You feel me? I've only been on this earth for 20 years, and I learned fast that I'm tired of this, and this can't be going on. And if I gotta make a video like this, and I gotta keep exposing the government, I'm gonna keep doing it until something changes, bro. All right, look, all of my melanated beings, y'all be safe out there, man. If you're not melanated, hey, you still be safe too, man. Like I said, skin color really don't matter, but some of us are in more of a position where we gotta pay attention and be aware just because of our skin color that we're different, deemed by society. We're seen as different. Now, even if we choose to express ourselves as being different, we can, but it is what it is, bro. We just gotta live with it. And I can't change this. I'm not gonna change it. I love being my melanated self, you feel me? So, I don't know why I'm talking about my melanin right now, but yeah, civilization gotta change. I just felt like I had to say that after I was watching my video. This shit gotta change, bro. Yeah, it's been your boy Meezy Mill, and I'm out.